Hello, what's up? It's your Seasons Venelyn Keil, and for today's video, I'll be showing to you how to patch a packet as well as how to make a tapered sleeves. So let's get started. Samahan niyo ko! As we all know, there are different packets and sleeves that have been discussed, wherein today I'll be doing the patch packet and the tapered sleeves. Ito yung mga basic na gawin. Siyempre, mas maganda na matutunan muna natin yung mga basic bago tayo mag-proceed sa complex. Dahil ang paggawa ng garment ay nasa proseso at kung saan ngayon matututunan natin kung paano mag-draft and paano i-transfer yung drafting hanggang sa may pattern hanggang sa makakonstruct ka. So ngayon, samahan nyo ko kung paano ito gawin at sana matutunan nyo rin. So these are the tools that I am be going to use. So the first one is the sewing machine, the bent scissor, the scissor, pin cushion and pins, of course the fabric, and for drafting, ruler, bond paper, and a pencil. Nakalimutan ko na ilagay, gumamit pa pala ako ng meter stick at ng Manila paper. So come on, let's get started! Everyone loves clothes with pockets. Coats, jackets, shirts, skirts, shorts, and pants are so much better with pockets. They are not just obviously functional, but they also make a good design feature. Let's start with the basics. To make a patch packet, draw a rectangle on a piece of paper that is the size of the packet you want, but preferably it should be the size of your hand. To flare the pattern, just mark a point of 1/2 inch in each top side edges and draw a line connecting to the bottom side corner point. Next, draw the packet's top hem allowance of 1.5 inches on the pattern. Then, add 1/2 inch to each of the 3 sides for seam allowances. Now, cut the finished pattern and trim the edges. The resulting shape is what you use to cut your fabric. Transfer the finished pattern into the fabric by putting pins in every side to hold the pattern pieces in place. Using the tailor's chalk, mark the fabric using the pattern that has been made. Afterwards, remove all the pins and the pattern if you're done marking it. Next is to cut the marked fabric by using scissors. Fold the top part of the fabric to the wrong side and put pins in it. Stitch the top side using the sewing machine. And now, press all the unfinished edges 1/2 inch to the wrong side. Bring the top edges in 1/2 inch to account for the flare we added earlier. As you can see, this causes the packet to open just enough for the hand to fit easily. What's left to do now is to position the packet on the garment or the fabric where you want it and pin it in place. Now it's time to stitch the packet into the fabric. Hello guys, this is now the finished outcome of the patch packet. So, ito na. So, yun. So, next naman is yung sa may sleeve. So, come on. Yay! The first thing you need to do is to take the following body measurements: the sleeve length, biceps, elbow, and the wrist. Every measurement should be written down on a sheet of paper or in your notebook. After that, use the Manila paper to draft the measurements, transferring the accurate measurement into it and ensuring to include seam allowance of 1 inch on each side. I use a marker to be able to see the linings and measurements. With the processes, I'll just show you how drafting is done on the screen, transferring the measurement, because if I include the procedures in this video, it will be too long enough since there will be operations to be used. I will also include a link to the tutorial on YouTube in the description area. It's now time to cut the pattern using my scissor. So, hello guys! Ito na yung finish na drafting natin sa sleeve. So, gagawin na natin ngayon is i-transfer yung pattern sa my fabric. Pin the finished pattern to the cloth you'll be using on all sides to keep the pattern pieces intact. Mark the fabric with tailor's chalk, then remove all the pins and the pattern after you're done marking it. Afterwards, cut the marked fabric. It is now time to use the sewing machine to stitch the edges of the sleeve from the wrist to the biceps. This is now the finished outcome of my 3/4 sleeves that I've made. Thanks to the YouTube tutorial that I've watched, and I'll provide it in the description below. And that's all for today's video. And ito nga pala yung mga outputs na nagawa ko. Ito yung patch pocket at saka yung sleeves na 3/4 sleeves. So, okay na ba guys? Pasado na ba akong maging sewerist? So, yun guys. Thank you! Bye-bye!